Hi, I'm Shtuky. Let's make classic Moscow buns. These are the ingredients. They are in the description, or you can just put a pause. We start by taking warm milk. Pour the yeast into the milk. They activate a little, and now add a spoonful of flour and a spoon of sugar from the total amount. Mix it all. Our yeast will wake up while they activate there, and we begin to knead the total dough. Add egg protein. Put away the egg yolk, it will be useful in the future. Add water, salt, and sugar. Mix everything until sugar has dissolved. Add our milk mixture and all the flour. Do not forget to salt it. It is very important to add a whole teaspoon of salt. You can just start mixing the dough with the spoon. Now knead the dough with your hands for several minutes. Take soft butter of high fatty, I have 82.5%, and put it by hand, like this, like these pieces, into the small depression in the center of the dough. Put pieces of butter inside the dough and knead it this way with your hands. The dough becomes very soft, which makes the buns juicy and delicious. It will take about 10 minutes to knead the dough with butter. Once the dough is kneaded, we make it into a circle, cover it with a lid. You can grease the bowl with vegetable oil so it does not stick. Close it and leave it for an hour. After an hour, take the dough out and knead it, which means you just take the dough with your hands and press it a couple of times on all sides. So let the air out and release the bubbles that have formed. And thus, just create another ball again, cover it with a lid and some kind of towel for 1 more hour. After 2 hours in total, our dough is ready. Now we are going to form the buns and bake it. I divide the dough into 8 parts. You can choose any number of parts, depends on what kind of buns size you want to get. From each piece of dough, we create such ball. Leave it for 5 minutes to rest. A sugar mixture out of small white and big brown sugar. We'll use it to cover buns. Now let us form the buns. Take one ball, roll it into a rectangle. The dough should not be too thin or too thick, but rather medium pancake size. Cover the surface with soft room temperature butter. Now gently roll sausage on the long side. Do not squeeze too much. Tuck it in to prevent the ends from falling apart. And now roll the ends of the sausage on the edges a little more. Fold the roll in half and cut this thick central part with a sharp knife. And do it easy. If you go too far back and forth with the knife, you can break all the beauty. Turn it out in a heart-shaped bun in one move. Here we go! Put siliconized baking paper on the tray and leave the buns on it, cover it with a towel to rest for 40 minutes to allow the dough to rise. Meanwhile, we can prepare grease for buns made out of egg yolk and water in equal parts. This grease will make buns glossy and vivid. Let's put the yolk and water on the buns and let it dry for a couple of minutes. Then sprinkle sugar on top, so that sugar will be on the surface and it will stick and do not dissolve. Now it's time to bake. Set oven to 180 degrees and bake buns for about half hour. If you have gas oven with only bottom heating, so put the silver tray on the topmost level and flip your buns while baking. When they are browned, it's done! This is one of my favorite treats, the most delicious and soft with amazing crispy sweet crust. Let me know in the comments if you are going to bake these buns too. See you in my next videos. Enjoy! Bye!